Hello everyone, I'm Red Herring and I'm here to distract you. Welcome to my Football Manager 2023 series. It's called Non-League to Top League. It's a manager journey where we start in the non-league with our first club, which is going to be Chippenham Town, and we will work our way up to be a top league manager. So that may mean moving between clubs, maybe going abroad, to end up in one of the top leagues abroad. So first episode, we will go straight into us just getting off in the boardroom, just announcing us as the new manager. And hi there, you can see me now. So as you see, we've just been hired as a manager and we've been put on a deal worth £725 per week. A little bit of an overhaul of the club. So media predictions is 18th. We were founded in 1873 and our first rivals is Bath. Doesn't look like too bad of a wage budget. But let's get into the game a bit more. So it does favour that we play a 4-2-3-1 with James Walker as one of our hot prospects. Our key player is Will Tizard. We of course got no top goal scorers, and the squad's personality is overall determined, which is very, very good. Bit overhaul quickly of our objections this season. And following next coming seasons, work within the wage budget, grow the reputation of the club, finish in the top half, even though media predictions 18th, and just be a bit competitive in the cups. And then very similar to next season, actually, they want us to reach the playoffs, and then playoffs. Okay, so this club might have some ambitions to go for. As for the supporters, they want us to finish in the top half and be competitive against Bath, our rivals. We will ignore that bit there. I like this to be on monthly, and of course we will do a press conference and meet the team, but we will do that off camera. Right, just a little saying that we have taken charge at Chippenham. Players in the last bit of their contract, I usually just delay these until a bit later. We will come back to a tactic, a little bit of overhaul of our supporters. Where our core supporters are, and again their expectations for us. Again, it's got our objectives. We will just accept that because I'm happy with that. Friendlies coming up. May get a few more friendlies in. I'll have a little look at that later on. And an injury at the moment with our star player, which is a shame, out for 7 weeks. Okay. Right, first things I usually do is I usually just go to either reserves or my under 18s, and I just grab a couple of I grab the players that are down there, and move them to the senior team, just to see if they're any good to get into the senior team straight away. So we'll bring the senior team in, we'll put everyone in their positions, and I've just noticed that we've got a couple of loanees. So what I do with my loanees, I would usually send them to the reserves or send them down to the under 18s because that's all we've got. And then we've got a decent sized squad here, looks like, of 30 players. That's not too bad. Overall looking, Leach probably will go back down, but it looks like we've got a reasonably youthful team and some very good prospects there. Excellent, so we've met the team. Let's go back to me. Again, we worked out that I'm on £725 per week. So what we will do is go to see how much that will let us borrow, and so we can start looking for a property in Chippenham. So after I told you we can earn, it worked out. I've calculated that we can get we earn in a year before tax 37,700. So that allows us to borrow this amount, as you can see here. So I had a little look round and I found this lovely 2-bed flat in the Chippenham area. Nice little kitchen that we can see here. Dining room with a desk chair. I guess that would be office as well. Another little room there. Bedroom, shower, bathroom. Nice view out the windows. Not the most attractive looking building, but it will do for now. And that will also show us that from where our new property is, it will only take us a 6 minutes drive to get to the training ground or to the ground. And if we do decide to be a bit more fit and healthy and save a bit of pennies and not use our car, it will only take us about 18 minutes to walk, which isn't too bad. So now we've got our lovely place that we go moving into just here. Let's get back to checking out the team and picking that tactic. So back to Football Manager. Let's go back into the squad again. Again, I quite like the look of the squad. They did recommend it would be a 4-2-3-1. Just having a look at the team, we do have wingers, we do have attacking midfielders, we do have quite a few amount of strikers, so we could look at a 2 up top if we really needed to. We do have those attacking midfielders, but we also do have those DMs. So yeah, that probably is the sort of tactic that we would go with. So let's go to the tactics screen. It's recommended that we play over a wing play, fluid counter attack, or part of the bus. I will go with wing play. And the formation it recommends is actually with a defensive anchorman. Not what I was quite thinking. I was again thinking the where is it to this formation, from like it showed us at the beginning, but it is recommending this one here. Let's go with it for now, so we'll confirm that. So I'm happy to leave it on balanced mentality. The only thing I don't like is the more direct passing, but I'll leave it with that for now. And there is the formation that we will go with. Let's just go with some selection advice from my at the moment assistant manager, and we'll just let him do some of the selection choices for us there and who he thinks will be the best players in the positions that we have. Sadly, of course, we do have Jordan missing, so he is out currently for 7 weeks, and he does look a very good player. I also then like to just quickly check what our average wage is, and I usually then later on will try and work out where we are within our wage budget of what the max I can offer for new players. But for now, I don't think we need to add too much. We look like a decent enough side with some growth in our youth that we've got here. The only things to show you is we have our staffing. So at the moment we do have a head of youth development. We are allowed a director of football. So we got our assistant manager, our head of youth development, who is not great. We're allowed 2 more coaches. So what does his, again, I would prefer a better assistant manager, but I'm not out there to go and just buy players. He does play a formation that I did like in last year's Football Manager, but at the moment in time he will have to do as our assistant manager. And we do have a head physio as well, who actually at a 14 for this level is probably pretty good. So what I then usually do is I usually just place some adverts for my positions that I've got. So we will definitely need, I would do like to have a director of football in, if they're allowing us. I do like to have a chief scout, and I will get some scouts in to help us find those players. As for position wise, we can have a performance analysis, so I will definitely get one of those. We're allowed 2 more coaches. Because we've got an assistant manager who probably can do all the general coaching, I will have a look at getting a goalkeeping coach in, and probably our fitness coach in. And that can really help us with definitely our goalkeeping, and maybe push our fitness and make us a very fit team ready for this league. As for the end, we don't really need staff here. We do have a sports guy who probably we can get rid of, but it does allow us to have some positions here, so maybe we will just place adverts for our under 18s as well, so it allows us to have a manager. It says an assistant manager and a goalkeeping manager. I might go for just a goalkeeping coach and a fitness coach, and the manager have to be good at coaching, so maybe actually we place an advert just for a coach instead, and he can be the manager. Then we've got goalkeeping and fitness to fill in the assistant and the coach. Right, we'll do that for now. But back to the squad. Again, like I said, I'm quite happy with the team that we've got. I will look at bringing people in once I've had a bit of a delve deep if I need to. Finances wise, we are bang on what our wage budget is, and there is no transfer budget to play with at this moment in time. Club vision, we've already had a little look at this. Club information, so we are the Bluebirds is our nickname. We are in the National League South, and we play our home games in a 3,000 capacity stadium built in 1919. So at the moment, looking quite happy with the team that we've got. The task ahead, I will go ahead now and just play a few of the friendlies offline and bring you back for our first game of the season, which is against Ebbsfleet, which will not be easy as they are one of the top teams, and predicted, I think, finish top, because that's the only thing we didn't look at actually. My apologies. We now will look at the league. At the beginning it said 18th. Actual season preview puts us in 15th. I'll be quite happy with that positioning. Our rivals there up in 4th, and of course they said Ebbsfleet at the top. Going through, we have no one in the Media Dream 11, and I think our best player is quite down that list, and it's not even our player, it's the guy we have on loan. Our actual own player is Jordan, who is actually at the moment injured, but hopefully we can turn things around and prove this all wrong and shoot right up the table. That's us for the first episode. Hopefully you enjoyed. A little bit showing of our mortgage calculator, of what we can afford, a nice little property that we have now, and our squad. When you come back, like I said, you'll be ready for our first game of the season. So again, if you wouldn't mind, and thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like, leave a comment and subscribe, and I'll catch you again soon.